Take a moment. Think about the last time you felt truly, deeply rested. I'm not talking about sleeping in on a Saturday. I mean the kind of rest where your mind was quiet, where you were not already mentally writing tomorrow's to-do list, or feeling a low hum of guilt for not being productive. For a staggering number of us, that feeling is a distant memory. We're living in a state of chronic depletion, and we've started to accept it as normal. This is not just stress. Stress is a response to a challenge. You have a big project, you feel stressed, you complete it, and then the feeling subsides. But what we are facing now is different. It's a state of constant, chronic exhaustion that doesn't go away after a weekend. It's a feeling of being emotionally and physically drained, cynical about your work, and starting to doubt your own abilities. This has a name. In 2019, the World Health Organization officially recognized it as an occupational phenomenon. They gave it a clinical definition in their international classification of diseases. They called it burnout. But here's the critical thing that most people miss. Burnout is not a personal failing. It's not a sign that you're not strong enough, dedicated enough, or resilient enough. It's a systematic failure. It's a human mind and body breaking down under the weight of a work culture and a modern environment that is fundamentally unsustainable. This video is about understanding the true anatomy of this epidemic, the forces fueling it, and the practical, profound steps that we can take to not just recover, but to build a life that is immune to it, beyond tired. To fight an enemy, you must first know its face. The WHO's definition gives us a precise three-dimensional map of burnout. This is crucial because it moves us beyond vague feelings of being tired or stressed and allows us to diagnose it accurately. Dimension 1. Feelings of energy depletion or exhaustion. This is not the most recognizable symptom, but it is deeper than you think. This is not the good tired after a productive day. This is a deep systemic drain that sleep doesn't fix. It's a constant state of fatigue that impacts you physically. You might get sick more often, experience muscle tension, or have persistent headaches. Mentally, it feels like brain fog. Your thinking is slow, memory feels faulty, and the simplest decisions become overwhelming. Your emotional and physical batteries are not just low, it's as if they are broken and won't hold a charge anymore. Dimension 2. Increased mental distance from one's job, or feelings of negativisms or cynicisms related to one's job. This is the emotional shield you put up to protect yourself. You start to emotionally disengage from your work and the people you work with. The projects that once sparked curiosity now feel pointless. Your colleagues become sources of irritation. You might find yourself making sarcastic, dark jokes not for fun, but as a way to vent a deep-seated frustration. This is not just a bad attitude. It's a psychological coping mechanism. You're distancing yourself because engagement has become too painful. Dimension 3. Reduced professional efficacy. This is the most insidious and self-reinforcing dimension. You start to believe that you are bad at your job. You struggle to concentrate. Your creativity flatlines, and tasks that used to take an hour now stretch to an entire afternoon. This feeling of incompetence and lack of accomplishment then feeds directly back into the exhaustion and cynicism, creating a vicious, self-perpetuating cycle of despair. You're exhausted, so you perform poorly, which makes you feel cynical and worthless, which drains your energy further. The key takeaway is this: tired is a diagnostic tool. It confirms that what you're experiencing now is a recognized syndrome, not a personal flaw. Your system is signaling it's overloaded. The 5 modern fuses fueling the epidemic. So why is this happening at such a scale now? Burnout is not new, but it is epidemic statuses. I believe it's the result of a perfect storm, a convergence of 5 modern forces that are setting us alight. Fuse 1. The complete erosion of boundaries. The 9 to 5 workday is a relic. Our smartphones are bucket-sized offices that never close. A Slack notification at 9 p.m., an email on a Sunday morning, Each one is a tiny crack in the wall between our work and our lives. Neuroscientists talk about context switching. Every time you check work email after hours, your brain has to load a whole new set of cognitive rules and tasks. This is mentally expensive and prevents psychological detachment, which is essential for recovery. When there are no walls, the storm of work stress floats every part of your life. Fuse 2. The hustle culture delusion. We've been sold a lie that burnout is the price of admission for success. We glorify the grind, no days off, and celebrate busy as a status symbol. Social media is filled with entrepreneurs preaching 5 a.m. routines and 80-hour work weeks. But what we are glorifying is the fast track to a breakdown. This is not dedication. It's a collective delusion that confuses activity with achievement and self-destruction with strength. Use number 3. The performance of wellness. Even our rest has been co-opted by the productivity machine. We do mindfulness apps to be more focused at work, not to be present in our lives. We take a yoga class so we can handle more stress, not to find genuine peace. We track our sleep to optimize our performance the next day. We have turned self-care into just another item on the to-do list. Another domain in which we can fail, another metric to be measured by. We have turned it into another source of pressure. Use number 4. The infinite scroll of ambition and comparison. Social media gives us a front row seat to everyone else's curated highlight reel. We're constantly comparing our behind-the-scenes reality with someone else's greatest hits. This creates a state of perpetual not enoughness, a background anxiety that we are falling behind in our careers, our fitnesses, and our lifestyles. This comparison fuels an insatiable need to do more, be more, and have more. Pushing us to take on more is sustainable. Use number 5. The crisis of meaning. Human beings are meaning-making creatures. We can endure immense hardship and stress if it feels purposeful and meaningful. But many modern jobs have become so abstract, so disconnected from a tangible outcome or social good, that it's hard to see in the endless pile of emails, spreadsheets, and meetings. When you can't connect your daily effort to a larger purpose, work becomes soul-crushing. You're pouring from a cup that never gets refilled. Let's move on to what other cultures get right. This burnout epidemic is not a universal human experience. It's largely a symptom of specific hyper-connected, productivity-obsessed cultures. So we have a lot to learn from how other societies structure life and work. In Denmark, they have a concept called Arbejdsglæde. It literally means work joy. It's the belief that work should be a source of happiness, community, and fulfillment, not just a paycheck. This is not just a nice idea, it's embedded in their policies, like generous parental leave and a strong emphasis on work-life balance, which leads to them constantly ranking as some of the happiest people in the world. In Sweden, the Fika break is sacred. It's not a rushed coffee at your desk while scrolling through emails. It's a deliberate, mandatory pause, often twice a day, to step away from your desk and connect with your colleagues over coffee. It's a mandated moment of detachment, recognizing that sustained focus requires regular breaks. And in Japan, we see a warning and potential solution. They have a tragically direct word for the ultimate consequence of work: Karoshi, which means death from overwork. It's a legally recognized cause of death, but there is another Japanese concept that offers a way out, which leads me to a wonderful book called Ikigai. Ikigai is often translated as a reason for being. It's the intersection of 4 elements: what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, what you can be paid for. The Western approach to work often focuses only on the last one, what you can be paid for, maybe with a little of what you're good at. But Ikigai suggests that true fulfillment, the antidote to burnout, comes when all 4 elements align. The book makes a crucial distinction. Your Ikigai is not necessarily some grand, world-changing purpose. It can be found in small, daily moments of joy and meaning. It might be the perfect cup of tea you make every morning, the way you mentor a junior colleague, or the satisfaction of solving a complex problem. This is so powerful in the context of burnout. When we are only working for a paycheck, our work becomes draining. But when we can connect our daily tasks to something we love, something we're good at, and something that serves others, even in a small way, work becomes a source of energy instead of a drain on it. These cultural perspectives are not just quaint differences. They represent fundamentally different philosophies about productivity, purpose, and what it means to live a good, balanced life. We need to change the conversation. We need to stop whispering about burnout as a shameful secret and start talking about it as the public health crisis. Feeling burned out is not a sign that you are weak. It is a sign that you have been strong for far too long in a system that does not support your humanity. It's not about preventing burnout. It's about reclaiming your one precious life.